Markle may have a bigger problem than bad headlines because now it looks like America has turned on her.
Popularity ratings for Meghan Markle in her home country of America are absolutely damning.
Harry's Invictus nightmare. With the Netflix broadcasting contract up in smoke, with Harry's rate for speaking engagements having gone from $1 million per appearance to 50,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, isn't it, that at the time in when Netflix drops her, Netflix no longer invests in As Ever as well.
And I don't think the reputation is what it used to be.
Correct, yeah.
And I think after Dusseldorf, after Vancouver, and with Birmingham coming up.
Meghan Markle's popularity in America just crashed 13 points in 6 months. Her website traffic nearly halved. And now Boeing, one of the biggest companies on the planet, has pulled out of Harry's Invictus Games.
An ally of the Sussexes has revealed that not only are visits to the As Ever, or Was Never as Lady Colin Campbell calls it, website down.
This isn't a rough patch. This is a collapse. And the numbers prove it. So Newsweek, and I need you to remember that Newsweek used to be one of the most pro-Sussex publications out there, has just published some absolutely devastating polling data. And I mean devastating. According to YouGov's rolling quarterly data, in the third quarter of 2025, Meghan was liked by 37% of Americans and disliked by 22%. That gave her a net approval rating of plus 15. Not incredible, but workable.
And I feel like perhaps People magazine is now operating on that sort of thing, that Harry and Meghan operate on PR. They need to get stories out there to tell the world that they're doing great, even though everything is quite clearly and obviously crumbling down around them. And the fact that People magazine ignores the actual truth and the evidence that is out there to show that Harry and Meghan are not doing great across any areas, that they continue this manufactured pumping out of these articles, it's like they bought the gold package.
You can build something on plus 15. Fast forward to the first quarter of 2026. Liked by 29%, disliked by 27%. Net rating, plus 2. That is a 13-point collapse in just 2 quarters.
Meghan was liked by 29% and disliked by 27% of respondents in a poll of around 1,300 Americans conducted by YouGov over the first 3 months of 2026, giving her a net rating of plus 2. The methodology, based on YouGov's rolling rating system, differs from traditional polling in that responses are collected continuously throughout the year and presented in quarterly datasets, providing a more stable
over the years, because especially in my previous life and my current life, actually, when you're looking at politicians, it's very important because it tracks the rolling sentiment of how people feel about celebrities or politicians or big names. A drop like that is huge and quick. Like, usually you'll tend to see like maybe up a couple of points, down a couple of points, depending on people say have had a big movie out or if they've been involved in a big story. But a 13-point decline over 2 quarters.
And the problem for Meghan is that this isn't happening in Britain, where she could blame the tabloids or the palace or racism or whatever excuse she reaches for next. This is happening in America, her country, her safe space, the place she flew to on what Harry called the freedom flight. And here's what makes it even worse. The journalist who revealed all of this, Jack Royston at Newsweek, used to be solidly in the pro-Sussex camp. He has had to recalibrate because the data doesn't lie, and running positive stories that contradict reality was starting to make him look ridiculous. Even the people who once protected them are now reporting the truth.
This is what like a PR expert would say required a reputational crisis management intervention. The problem is, I think that's been tried so often by Meghan.
But the polling is only half the story, because there's another set of numbers that lines up almost perfectly with this decline, and it paints an even darker picture of where things are really heading. Meghan's As Ever website, which is her lifestyle brand selling jams, honey, candles, and various products, has seen its American traffic fall off a cliff. In December, she had around 108,000 visitors from the United States. That's important, because the US is the only country she ships to.
We come to the web traffic, which correlates. So Royston writes, traffic on Meghan's As Ever website appears to have slowed over the same 3-month period as measured by SimilarWeb. In December, Meghan recorded around 246,000 visitors to the site, of which 108,000 were from the US. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Because she's only selling to the US.
So any international traffic is basically irrelevant to her bottom line. Those are people from overseas, having a nosy, laughing at the latest video, checking what she's up to. They're not buying anything. So that 108,000 from the US is really all that matters. And even then, the vast majority of those people are browsing, not purchasing.
So it means she's getting well over 100,000 visits that actually are irrelevant to her business proposition. It might be people like me who are looking a bit nosily and saying, oh, ha ha ha, isn't that funny, this latest message or whatever, but they're not buying products. So really, it's only that 108,000 that matter for her in terms of her finances.
In January, US traffic dropped to 89,000. February, down again to 83,500. March saw a slight recovery to 94,000. But then April was an absolute...
Is she eyeing up, a fictional man in the background as she slaps some sauce into a jar? I mean, she's become rather comical. And maybe that's why she does the stuff that she does, because she thinks, oh, well, it increased traffic, but it's not increasing sales. The majority of the traffic comes from obviously outside the US, and that's no good to her because she only ships in the US.
But while all of this is happening, while the numbers are crashing in real time, there is one publication that is still desperately pretending everything is wonderful. And once you see what they've been doing, you'll understand exactly how this machine operates. Someone called Queen Esther did some incredible research on this and compiled every single Meghan Markle article that People magazine published in 2026.
But before that, I just want to explain why this means People magazine is now becoming the official propaganda outfit for Harry and Meghan to quite a ludicrous extent.
The number is staggering. Well over 100 articles in the first few months of the year alone. And these aren't major interviews or breaking news stories. They're not covering award wins or cultural moments. What you get instead is a relentless cycle of product launches, Instagram recaps, outfit breakdowns, sweet family nods, vacation glimpses, and glowing lifestyle features.
And there are hundreds, so let's start running through them because it's ludicrous, but proving that they do now operate as a propaganda arm for the couple. She argued, People magazine has published an astonishing volume of Meghan Markle articles just in 2026 alone. Not major interviews, not award wins, not blockbuster projects, not cultural moments that actually dominated headlines. Instead, readers get a relentless cycle of product launches, Instagram recaps, outfit breakdowns, sweet family nods, vacation glimpses, and glowing lifestyle features. Month after month, the same stories recycled in slightly different packaging. The formula never changes. Meghan Markle, the devoted mother. Meghan, the loving wife. Meghan, the visionary entrepreneur. Meghan, the misunderstood figure. Meghan, the resilient success story. Different headline, identical narrative.
Month after month, the same story is repackaged with a slightly different headline. The formula never changes. Meghan, the devoted mother. Meghan, the loving wife. Meghan, the visionary entrepreneur. Meghan, the misunderstood figure. Meghan, the resilient success story. Different headline, identical narrative, every single time.
And they're going to continue to keep pumping it out. And you see it sometimes as well, where people have picked up on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, but where certain magazine outlets will recycle the same article. It's they're different publications, but it's exactly the same, sometimes perhaps changing the picture. And it's the same thing that is just being pumped out day after day after day. And I do think